Hi everyone, so this is the lesson for Unit 1, Lesson 2, segments, rays, opposite rays, and planes. So you should, if you're at home, you should print these notes out beforehand so then you could fill them in while watching the video. Since as many geometric figures such as squares and angles are formed by pairs of lines called segments and rays. A segment is the part of a line consisting of two endpoints and all the points in between them. So then we're going to draw a segment right underneath. Point A, point B, there's the light. And then you would write that. In order to write segment AB, you put A, B, and then you put the line over the top. And that is how you would write segment AB. Next, we have a ray. A ray is the part of a line consisting of one endpoint and all the points of the line on one side of the endpoint. So if we had point C here and point D here, look like this. That is a ray. And then when you go to write ray, you have to start, the first letter has to be the endpoint. So you would, if we were going to name this, it would be ray D C. So whatever the endpoint is, that is the first letter that you would write here. Then you put the other letter. Two collinear rays, collinear meaning they're on the same line, with the same endpoint are called opposite rays. They always form a line. Collinear means they're on the same line. They share a line. So that would look like if we had ray FG here, and then we had another one going this way. We'll call that E. So it would be that ray FE and ray FG are opposite rays. So if we want to write that, we could say ray. And again, you start with the endpoint is the first letter. So ray FE and ray FG, again starting with the endpoint, are opposite rays. You just need to remember when you're writing the ray, when you have the two letters, that the endpoint is the first letter. That's very important. Next page. Example 1. So it says name all the segments and rays in the figure below. So segments. And if you want to try this yourself before I write the answers, just hit pause on the video, do it, and then check your answer after. The segments are segments KL, segment LM, and segment KM. So when you write a segment, it's just the two letters with the line on top. And then you have the rays. Ray L K, ray L M, ray K L, or ray K M. ray M L M L or ray M K. So again, that's LK or LM, and then you could do KL or KM, and then you have ML or MK. Example 2. Ray LP and ray PL form a line. Are they opposite rays? Explain. So if you notice here, it says ray LP and then ray PL. So they don't have the same endpoint because when you write it, you have to start with the endpoint. So they have two different endpoints. So the answer would be that no, they are not opposite rays because they do not have the same endpoint. And if you drew it, it would look something like this. So they are not opposite rays. Okay, moving on. Coplanar, just like collinear meant on the same line, coplanar means that they share are on the same plane. So it says coplanar lines that do not intersect are parallel lines. Coplanar lines that intersect to form right angles are perpendicular lines. And the symbol for parallel lines is two lines like that, and perpendicular symbol is like that. And it says non-coplanar lines that are not parallel and do not intersect are skew lines. I wouldn't worry about that one too much. We're not going to really go over that too much in this class, but just so you have the definition. Now, if you printed your notes out at home, you'll notice this box isn't labeled. The points aren't labeled. So why don't you take a minute to do that now, and you can pause the video while you do that, and then just replay when you're done. So an example of parallel lines on here would be you have line AB is parallel to, so you have AB here, so parallel to that would be EF, so you have line EF. Then an example of perpendicular would be line AB, so again we have line AB is perpendicular to BF, so you would write it like this, line BF. When you write a line, it's a line on top with the arrows on both sides. And then line AB and line CG are skew lines. Moving on to the last page. Planes that do not intersect are parallel planes. Again, if you printed your notes out at home, this box won't be labeled. So if you want to pause and do that, you can do that. Oh, and then it says a line and a plane that do not intersect are also parallel. So in this figure, plane A, B, C is parallel to plane GHI. Remember, when you're naming a plane, you have to write the word plane and then put the 3 letters with it. So plane ABC is parallel to plane GHI. And then to go along with this, you could say plane ABC is parallel to line GH. So you have, this is your plane, and then this is the line that's parallel to it. Example 3 says refer to the diagram below. Again, you're going to need to label your box. Now, if you want to do this on your own, you could pause it right now and then just hit play to check your answers. So it says name 3 pairs of parallel planes. So yes, you have to write the word plane 6 times. So it's going to be plane ABC is parallel to plane GHI. So you have ABC right here is in the front, and then the GHI would be the back of the box. Plane ADJ is parallel to plane BCF. I'm sorry, that's BCI. I don't have it. That should be an I. No mistake there. So again, that's ADJ is this left side of the box, and then BCI would be this, the right side of the box. And then you have plane AGH is parallel to plane DJC. So then you have the top and the bottom. Then it says name a line that is parallel to plane GHJ. So GHJ is the back there. So it could be line AB or line CD. And that's it for lesson 2. Please check Canvas for the practice problems.